For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry.
At the moment, there's a bit of talk about this being phone-based apps. And yes, that is the initial phase. But what was already ready around 2015 is the ultimate goal. What they really want, apparently, I was told by a central banker, is, CBDCs looks like a small grain of rice that they want to put under your skin.
Now, Patrick Paulman causes a stir whenever he pays for something in a shop or a restaurant. This is because the 37-year-old doesn't need to use a bank card or his mobile phone to pay. Instead, he simply places his left hand near the contactless card reader and the payment goes through. The reactions I get from cashiers are priceless, says Mr. Paulman, a security guard from the Netherlands. He is able to pay using his hand because back in 2019, he had a contactless payment microchip injected under his skin.
It's in my hand, and it's in the little corner between your forefinger and the thumb. It's on my left hand.
In that little soft
bit there. So as I'm sitting here and I'm running my finger over my hand, you can't see it. I'm running my finger over and I can just feel a tiny little bump. It's about the size of a grain of rice, and it's been inserted through that little patch of skin. I can see the look on your face on this one. And it sits there, and I'm also going to show you the implement, and put it that way, that inserted it.
Thousands of people in Sweden have opted to trade in their ID and their credit cards for tiny microchips that would be implanted underneath their skin.
Just like using a Metro card or tokens, you can now pay for shopping using the dish in your hand.
We swipe our phones, our credit cards to pay for things, but what about swiping our hands? How do you feel about getting a microchip implanted into your hand? It's about the size of a piece of rice or a grain of rice. They cost about $300 a piece. The technology is actually in Europe right now.
Listen to these words from an April 16th, 1989 Gannett News Service article.
Here's a simple trick. Wave your hand over a computer code scanner at the grocery store checkout counter and your bill is deducted from your checking account. The technology to accomplish this feat is already here, said Tim Willard, Executive Officer of the World Future Society, a Washington organization that claims 27,000 members worldwide. But Willard continues the will may not be. Just suggest something like an implant in humans and the social outcry is tremendous. There is definitely an aversion to something being implanted. It's the Big Brother is watching concept. People would be afraid that all their thoughts and movements were being monitored.
However, as we'll see a little later in this video, that fear is evaporating faster than you can say the words security and convenience.
I have a flex version, which is a very thin biopolymer version of the implants that I make here, so I can do fist bumping of readers, that kind of thing. I have another one here that is a cryptographic. It's VivoKey's first product, the Spark 1. It's a cryptographic chip there. It does challenge response for validated cryptographic proved identity. Then I have in here, you can see a little scar there and a big scar here. This is like the prototype area. So right now I have a VivoKey Apex, which is a smart card platform capable of doing, EMV tap and pay like Apple Pay payments, capable of doing Bitcoin wallet transactions, capable of running, arbitrary code. So I can write a program in Java card and upload it to the chip. It'll run there. So any number of things.
What comes next in the near future for yourself, for implants, for VivoKey, and for dangerous things? What should we be looking for in terms of headlines for you guys in the next few months?
Yeah, I would say for dangerous things, there's always fun things that we're just trying out. For VivoKey, we're currently working with different form factors of implants and improving performance. We want to, again, try to take things to different partner organizations. We might be knocking again on the doors of Visa, MasterCard with our new form factors and products and saying, hey, let's talk.
RFID and other near-field communication standards have been around for 40 years, and they're not going anywhere anytime soon. If anywhere, they're being onboarded and adopted for more and more things. And even at that, the chips that are inside these things are the most cutting-edge type of RFID and NFC tags, to where even if they release a new protocol within that, this can likely be cloned and adapted to work with that.